Hi, I'm Diane Mercer, producer.
I'm RJ Mitte. I play Walter White Jr.
Melissa Bernstein, co-executive producer.
Bryan Cranston, craft service.
That's Gilligan, assistant craft service.
Sam Catlin, I wrote and directed this episode.
Yeah.
Yay.
Aaron Paul, I play Jesse Pinkman.
And I'm Nick Forshager, supervising sound editor.
So Sam Catlin, you
Yes, sir.
handsome man. This is the first time you have, directed. Had you directed theater before this?
I had directed a one-act play that I wrote back on Santa Monica Boulevard, right across the street from.
Out on the sidewalk, with a tip jar.
No, but it was a rough neighborhood. We had to walk each other to our cars afterwards. So this was sort of a lateral move.
Gotta start somewhere.
He made us perform it before we were able to shoot it. Do you remember the first day of shooting what Bryan did to you?
Yes, I do remember.
What did Bryan do?
Bryan Cranston. Now, David Costabile, who plays Gail Bedecker on the show, takes credit for putting you up to it that you should screw with me.
He did. Yeah.
He's a dear friend, or was a dear friend.
Yeah.
No, Bryan came up to me. It wasn't the exact first thing I'd shot because I'd done something with Aaron.
Oh, right.
And Dean, but he came up and there was just some shot where this very simple thing where it was just like, we're just going to put the camera here and we'll just be looking through the window and it'll be like that. I don't even think that you're in the shot. And he's like, nah, I don't get it.
Why would you do that? I was standing there filming on the sidelines, and then he's like, what do you mean? Why would I do that? And it just got kind of intense for a second, but then you realize that we were just messing with you.
I was so glad that I put on an extra astronaut diaper.
They are a time saver. Aren't they?
Those particles are still floating in space, by the way.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, man, you did, Sam. You did one hell of a job directing this thing, and of course writing it as well. I love this episode. This is a great one.
Dave Porter's score right here is pretty amazing.
Amazing.
Wonderful job.
That's a cool shot.
This is a little homage to Stanley Kubrick here?
We were talking very much about Stanley Kubrick, and I had a certain shot in mind. I was thinking of The Shining for all this, and I think it was either Andy or Michael who's like, well, we could just also put it under the doorknob, so I can't take total credit for that.
Was that a mirror lens, or did they just put the camera?
Yeah, how'd you get it that close?
Yeah,
it was sort of a pointy. I think it was an XL 45.
Oh, 45 or 46.
Yeah,
one of the
it was
two.
with a double doohickey.
Yeah. the double doohickey always works. It was a mirror.
For most of this, I was asleep in my trailer.
That's the way he likes to direct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I faxed in the shot list the night before.
I like the thing you do with the. This was written in the script too. The thing with the bicycles going by and kind of startling us. This is a nice bit.
And that sound design, it's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and Nick, by the way, Nick, let's talk a little bit about what you do, because you do an amazing. You create the soundscape. You and the mixers and all those folks. Talk about that a little bit. What you do.
Well, we do all the sound effects. We go out and we shoot and create and pull from our library and work on everything that. Here's a perfect example. We have to create the inside of this vacuum tube. We're trying to.
That was a great idea Sam had, by the way.
Yeah, and what makes it neat is that we get to create something, you don't know what it is, and then when we reveal it, it becomes obvious. It's a nice play on our senses and to be able to contribute to that.
But for instance, I might think a sound it's the sound of a vacuum cleaner. It's one sound effect. But how many sound effects might that entail? How many little discrete pieces of sound?
That was probably 7 or 8 pieces.
Wow.
We added together.
Wow.
So it'd be a suction sound, and then it'd be a sound of particles, and then it'd be a sound of a bunch of different things.
Exactly, and the generator and
the water in the tube.
Exactly.
Wow.
So it can be quite complex, even the simplest things. That's what's unique about this show is the simplest things are multi-layered, and they are part of the story, so they have to have a complexity to them as well. So
Well, you guys do a great job, and
thank you.
congratulations for your Emmy nomination.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And everybody
That's
else as
awesome.
well.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's, quite an honor.
That's awesome.
And this episode plays a lot with time. So we had to really look at the continuity of every scene and make sure we were setting up for what was coming prior, essentially.
And didn't you guys actually shoot this on the same day that they shot the other piece from the previous episode?
There
Did
was
you
a
shoot it on the same day?
section later on that was sort of a split day where Michael Slovis, who was directing the previous episode, directed the first half of a scene, and then we flipped over and I directed the second half of the scene, and it was continuous action pretty much.
And you know what I love about our show? Usually this would be like a made-up locksmith truck. This is a you call that number, you'll get that locksmith. And they were very, I would recommend them to do all your locksmithing jobs in Albuquerque. They're a good bunch of people.
And the steam cleaner too, right? Isn't that a real company?
I think both the trucks were real.
Yeah. The actors, the locksmith who did a great job, and these two gentlemen cleaning the carpet who also did a great job are actors, but the companies are real. Yeah.
That area is still pretty bad.
Right. We'll have to go over this a lot more.
Well, we've made 3 passes already. Like I said, gasoline's tricky.
No. The smell is.
So was this your first day of shooting, Sam?
Yes, I think this was the first day of shooting. This was the sort of the end of the first day where, boy, it went fast.
How bad?
Time really, there's a big difference between sitting there as a writer and pacing as a director. The time just whizzes by.
Yeah.
So we were a little worried. This is when I was first starting to be like, oh boy, now I see what they're talking about. It's taking a while.
Yeah.
I hate it when people ask me to talk in absolutes, but so I'm going to do that to you now. What do you like better, writing or directing?
I like almost anything. In a way, I like almost anything better than writing.
No, you
I find
say
it
that
very
joking,
painful.
but do you mean that? Do you hate the process of writing?
No, I hate the prospect of writing. Let's put it that way. I guess when I'm totally into it, I enjoy it. We joke a lot in the writer's room that our favorite part of writing is the spell check, because then it's done. But it's hard. Writing is hard. This was hard too, but you have so much. It's not an isolated thing. You have so many people as a director helping you, and you're surrounded by people who really know their jobs, and so much of directing is just sort of calling expert opinions and then sort of saying, okay, let's go with that one.
Yeah.
Whereas writing is very solitary.
Yeah, that's
This
true.
is a great musical cue that Thomas found.
Yeah.
With a great title.
This is a great. This is a group called the Bambi Molesters,
Yes.
and they are a Croatian surf rock band, and I love this. I love this piece of music that Thomas found. Yeah, you're right.
It's got a little caper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love Bryan's innocent walk in the previous scene.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see.
It was some Walt. There was some real Walt there.
Yeah.
We've lost sight of a little
Yeah.
bit.
That's right.
I think the day we were outside the White House, Sam, you also almost caught fire.
Yes, that's true.
That
My
happens
jacket.
a lot, though. Actually.
It's sort of a hazing thing.
Fun
What
fact.
happened? Were you too close to the heater?
I backed into a heater.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that can happen.
And
my,
he
my
was so
down
into the
jacket was
directing.
all like bubbling and
Oh my God.
Now, if you look real close, the kid's got shoes on, and now she
No,
doesn't.
she has no shoes.
Bad directing. Bad directing.
Really horrible directing.
actually that was a choice. It was like the world has gone mad was the metaphor.
That's right. It'll knock your shoes off.
Yeah.
That baby's so cute. Is that baby Mo?
And there is
Let's see.
pump malfunction. You know what? She really shouldn't be in this room at all. I mean, this is supposed to
It could be.
Yeah,
Well, I think it's a different baby. There's the shoe baby, and that was the problem, is that they're
Right.
identical babies, and we
One-
shot one with shoes, and then we went and got another one, because and this one didn't
We
have
don't
any
want to
shoes.
hear your excuses, Sam. Either you got it or you didn't.
Believe me, when they came to my trailer and told me that had been screwed up, I was furious.
Many people lost
So I'm
their job.
assuming this is the window shot, right?
Yeah.
And I hear a chunk, you know, the
I love the lighting effect of the pool that Michael creates out there. It's basically shining a light into a little trough of water with some pieces of broken mirror in the bottom. Yeah.
is no longer coming out of the nozzle. So I
The magic of film.
And either having a member of our grip department giving it a little shake, or they actually
created a mechanism for
little,
it. Yeah.
a little
Paddle.
a small paddle wheel. Yeah, that agitates the water enough.
Yeah.
As I can, I jump in the shower. It's not until after I get out of the shower that I realize my gas-covered clothes have been soaking in the living room rug this entire time. I mean, it's the whole thing is just so stupid. I could have rinsed off at the station. Halfway home, I started to realize, wait a minute, there's a water hose right there next to the air pump, you know, for tires. Anyway, so that was my day. How was yours?
Look at Harry, he's dancing. Look at he's telling lie after lie.
Yeah.
But I think Junior's buying this, isn't he?
I don't know.
I don't know. He's a pretty damn good liar by now. Come on, look at that.
I tell you, that's as we always joke in the writers' room. Walt's superpower is his ability to lie.
Because you're sick again, you were pumping gas, and the fumes, they made you pass out again.
It's a good story. If
It is a
it
good
were any other two people being told this story, they would believe it.
I don't know. There's been a lot of shit happening.
You don't know anything.
I told you that story about when I was a kid. We had Japanese beetles in our cherry tree in Farmville, Virginia, and my mom gave me a mason jar full of gasoline, and she paid me $0.25 to pick as many of them off as possible and put them in the gasoline to kill them. And I saw this big wad of them just out of reach, so I jump up in the air to grab the wad, and all the gasoline and all the dead Japanese beetles go all in my face, all over my hair.
Boy, that's karma.
That explains a lot.
Explains a lot.
Your sweet mother is asking you to drown Japanese beetles in gasoline.
It was a southern
paying
thing.
you.
That's something Walter White would come up with. Now we see where it comes from.
And my mom was like, "Oh God, he's gonna be blind."
The beetles are burning. I think that was the scene where Bryan said, I thought we were done, and Bryan said, well, what about from this direction? And I was like, oh yeah, that's a good direction too.
Do you mean to show Bryan when he's talking?
Sort of implied.
And this scene we shot on stage actually.
We did?
Yeah.
Yep.
I did not know that.
I thought we did this at the hotel.
No.
It's trickery.
And that Bill Burr
Burr.
came clean shaven to this. This was the first thing we had to scramble and put a fake beard on him, which actually looks pretty
It
good.
looks.
It
I
looks
didn't know
great.
that either. That was
Yeah,
great.
it looks really good.
We had to gather a lot of pubic hair from
Yeah.
the crew.
Yeah.
And
Back hair.
Back and
All back, chest,
And believe me, our crew had plenty of it.
a lot of lower back hair.
Yeah.
that
Get
is
the
a good
lips.
fake beard. I
Yeah, it
didn't
is.
realize
I
that.
didn't know.
Yeah.
That is damn good. Of course, Bill's great hair. Obviously, Bob Odenkirk's great, and as of course is Mr. Cranston. This is. I love the lighting in this scene
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, that was like Tarday and Michael let us know that the beard was going to work. The combination of makeup and lighting.
Lighting.
Yeah. And the
Yeah. I was going to say we shot on stage because it was so difficult to have that parking lot, access to that parking lot and control of that parking lot outside a real hotel and casino.
The Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
We are there for one shot, which you'll see in a
which you'll
minute.
see coming up at the tail end of this. Yeah, which is a real place.
What,
was a
that
good shot.
location was also where we shot the drug rehabilitation scenes earlier in the
Season 3.
season two,
Season 2.
season 3.
Beginning of season
3.
3.
Yeah, the onion we call it.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
building, that terracotta-looking building that's shaped like an onion, where Jesse was hanging out by the pool.
Yeah, so if you get to Albuquerque, you want to check out where we shot some things, go to the Hard Rock Casino.
Yeah.
And Sam had to avoid that in the exterior shot. So
Because it'd break the fiction of it. Yeah, like it would look like the same place.
Yeller's own sake had to. You saw the movie.
Diane, let's hear from you. Let's hear some stories of post-production.
And there's nothing interesting that happens. In
Listen to
That
this
is
next
not
story.
true.
This is fantastic.
That is not true. Diane Mercer is just a post-production goddess who I mean, listen, this show, any show lives or dies on how it gets finished, on how the color timing is done and how the sound mixing is done. Of course, that's Nick and his crew, but Diane is a person responsible for all of that and pulling it all together. And your attention to detail is second to none.
That's because I have to make sure it's perfect for you, sir. Because that's what you want. So.
Well, we're lucky to have you.
Junior.
And this is a set Mark Freeborn
Beautiful
and his
set.
team
Great set.
built, and it was stunning.
I want to go to this hotel.
Yeah.
I know.
I know.
Yeah. Me too.
Everybody wanted to stay in this place. It's like,
And the pictures on the walls are actual real pictures of Tahajali, where we have a lot of the show's action out in the desert.
That's right. Tahajali, because everyone listening to this has already seen all the episodes.
Right.
Tahajali, where all the cooking first started, and where poor Hank gets killed. Yeah, that's Tahajali in those black and white shots in the background. Yeah,
I feel just awful about it too.
I love that backing wall behind Skylar. That's like
such dimension.
yeah.
Great. It's just so cinematic when you look at that. Oof.
Why did we build? And this is the perfect hotel room. But Melissa, why did we build it versus shoot at the real, like the Hard Rock or whatever?
We looked at a number of suites, and we just couldn't find anything that was going to really be flexible enough for us to. It's such a long scene, and we wanted to have a lot of flexibility in the way that it was blocked, and it was really difficult to find something that would work where we could put the camera, how the room laid out, how the windows were or were not. If it's up on a really high floor, that becomes very complicated.
Yeah, getting all the equipment up and down, all the people. Yeah, waiting
Especially
for the
on our
elevator.
schedule.
Yeah, that's true. Little bits of stuff that you probably don't. And by the way, you don't necessarily realize when you're watching the show. And by the way, do yourself a favor. Buy the most expensive Dolby 7.1 system you can possibly get, and the biggest TV. And we just as we record this last night, we saw the premiere of season 5B here. We had the premiere party, and we watched the first episode that Bryan directed on a giant screen with beautiful sound. And I would love that everyone could watch this show on a big movie screen with wonderful speakers, because the level of detail that gets put into this. Like, for instance, there's a little bit, little sound of Walt pulling the top of the Coke can and pouring the Coke into his bourbon and Coke. There is just I just love the attention to detail, Nick, that you put into that stuff, and that Eric and Jeffrey put into mixing it. It's just.
And they take really great care to really mix it for the surrounds and move things from one side to the other and make it sound like you're really there. It's pretty amazing what they do.
And make it part of the scene too, so that it doesn't feel like it's been added, that it really
it's
was
not
there.
flashy. It's very organic what they do.
But the amount of, the time you guys spend in those mixes, the time you spend getting everything just right and placing it. If you haven't heard this thing on a surround sound system, because you'll hear sounds behind you and you'll be looking over your shoulder and like, what is it? It's just that it's beautifully done.
Mm-hmm.
The really amazing thing is that we do it in basically 2 days. And it sounds like a feature. On a feature they spend 6 to 8 weeks, and to be able to do that once a week for 8 weeks or 10 weeks is really amazing.
You guys are
can get
pros.
done. So it's a big team effort, but it's amazing how great it sounds. Times where we're just blown away, like, wow, we did that in 2 days. That's amazing. So
and people know how great it is because you guys just got nominated for your fantastic work. I want to say that again. A movie that's twice as long as one episode takes 6 to 8 weeks to mix, and you guys do it in 2 days.
Yeah.
We do the entire episode basically in the equivalent of 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's true.
what do you think about it?
From
shooting.
Yeah.
I mean, not including the writing, but from shooting to finishing.
Yeah.
That's
amazing.
insane.
Yeah. It looks so damn good.
And then, like you said last night, it was blown up on a 40-foot screen, and it looks like a feature.
Oh, yeah.
That's the amazing thing, is that it's not a TV show blown up. It's a feature, sucked down for television.
Yeah. Well, and I said it in another commentary, one of these other commentaries. I'm proud of the fact we're still shooting on 35 millimeter negative, 3-perf negative. It's just one of the last shows to do it, and because of that, because we have the bandwidth, as it were, the ability, this thing is going to bump up. They're bumping it up into 4K as we speak, and it's going to look just stunning in 4K resolution, which is 4 times the resolution of the 2K. You are likely watching this on if you have an HD TV.
Yeah. Because as you'll see then, I have 3 times the amount of wrinkles on my face as you can see on normal television.
Your face is beautiful.
It's like a road map.
And you can actually connect the dots with me if you
This is a long scene.
This is.
God, I wish I remembered it.
I love that in that scene, Sam, Walt's referring to Holly moving her finger, and then she does in the last episode. It's so great.
It's great. I love how you played this, Sam, the way you wrote it, where you just hear the sound effect.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Nick and his guys, the sound of the car smashing into the front yard there.
Oh, Jesse is pissed.
That's a great shot. How'd you do that one, Sam? Were you out of your trailer for that one?
No, that actually, I may actually have been in my trailer. Michael Slope, this is the scene where Michael did the first half.
Oh, yeah.
Right, and by now you had taken
By
over.
now I've taken over, but he did most of the cover to the entrance.
This is a great sound. Again, wonderful lighting.
Stop what you're doing, turn it face.
And that magazine would not light, right?
No.
Yeah, it would not light.
Well, he chose a glossy magazine. I mean, any arsonist knows. Your incendiary device has got to be.
I love that lens flare on Hank's shot, by the way. That's that rainbow lens flare. That's a lot of times on TV shows and movies, they'll avoid those kind of flares like the plague, but Michael's not scared of that kind of stuff. There's another flare at the bottom of the right bottom of the frame on Jesse's side there, sort of a white flare in the close-up. I love that stuff.
Now, you might not think, but me trying to hold that lighter lit, it was so hard.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know.
Do you really want the world knowing what a pussy you are?
I just kept saying, like, really? Are you sure you want me to hold it lit? I mean, it's really hurting my thumb tip.
My thumb tip is hurting.
My thumb tip is really...
Oh, everyone,
my
quiet.
thumb tip.
We're shutting down.
He's already in a very emotional state. That's why the thumb tip.
Shutting down production for the thumb tip. Oh, it was amazing. We had to get a thumb tips professional specialist out.
They actually made a
Did they give
special
you a
lighter.
thimble?
No.
Stunt thumb. No, because it was getting hot, or because it was like.
No, just
They're not made to hold down.
They're not made to hold down, so you
Yeah.
try and hold it down.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Are we still talking about
Yes. I'll talk about it for the rest of this episode. The thumb tip is...
That shot right
Hey,
there.
it was a
I
little
love this
sore.
shot.
You try and do it, Cranston.
I believe you.
That's good timing.
That's great timing. That's great timing. I love that. Oh, that's perfect timing.
And Walt pulling up right by the fire
I
hydrant.
love that.
That's nice. Yeah. So was this designed this way, Sam, to go back and forth in time? The script?
We knew that there would be a flashback element to this episode. Yeah, so we sort of, the first kind of third of the episode is sort of a where's Jesse, what's he doing, what's he up to, and then we wanted to sort of go back in time and reveal sort of what happened to Jesse from the moment we left him in the previous episode.
Just because you guys like to make the audience wait as long as possible to find out what happened at the end of last week's episode.
Exactly.
By the way, was this hard to record in a moving car? Was that some sound stuff had to be done there, probably?
I think we just cleaned that up. We might have looped a little bit of that, but I think mostly Jeffrey just kind of cleaned it up.
And looping means when you record
Looping
later.
means when Dean and Aaron had to go into a stage like we are sitting in right now and
watch the footage.
Watch themselves and listen to themselves and redo the lines over what they already did, basically.
Which we try to avoid like the plague. And luckily, between Jeffrey and Eric and Nick and his whole crew, and also Daryl, who's our and his guys who are on set record us. You guys are all so good and work so well together that we keep the looping to a minimum. This is a set, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love this guy. Who is this guy, Sam, that played that? This is the famous Dave, right?
This is Dave.
We've never met until now.
No, we'd always heard Marie talk about Dave.
It'd be bad for Hank.
Played by Bruce McKenzie.
Yeah.
Who did a great job.
He did a great job. I love the guitar.
And the sweater.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
could
the
talk
guitar.
to me. My name's Dave.
He's not like a caricature. He's like,
No.
but I mean, he's got. You could tell with the guitar and all that. He's a certain kind of hipster, slightly hipster. Analyst, but
We talk a lot about characters initially, and we talk about them in a very broad, funny way. And then as we get closer and closer to writing them and shooting them and casting them, we sort of, I think, distill them down into much more real people.
Yeah, that's true.
Dave, can we
And Betsy's great here.
Yeah.
How long did it take to shoot this? I'm always interested in how long things take.
This did not take long. This only took...
He screwed us, and he won.
I think we did this
3
the
hours,
same day
maybe?
as we did the hotel room.
That's
I
right.
love that light.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Love that wide shot.
It looks like those are real trees outside.
Now,
Yeah.
Sam, did you, was this a 360 set? Was this completely done all the way around, or is just this corner?
All the way around.
Yeah. It's kind of a waste.
I know. How come you never shot the other side?
You should have shot the other side.
That other side cost like $500,000.
And it was like 10 feet from the hotel room.
Another costly Sam Catlin win.
I wasn't feeling it. Just wasn't feeling that other side.
If you build it, he won't shoot it.
And Sam, you were saying a second ago, that always throws me too. I'm always so impressed with what trickery, in the best possible sense, lighting can do. Those are just a couple of trees, little shrubs out the window, and some light pumping in behind them, and you feel like there's a whole world out there.
Yeah.
In large part because of the way Michael overexposes those exteriors.
And another sound element where we're like, what can we do to make this the Zen kind of garden environment?
Yeah, we talked about that in spotting.
Yeah.
Where would this be? And we kind of, I think, decided it was like his house, and it would be much more of a neighborhood versus an office in the city. So it was a new challenge.
That's right.
Purple.
So sound-wise, you built.
We did like birds and light, very, very light traffic, much more of a neighborhood sound than a city soundscape.
It's amazing how much thought goes into all of this, every detail.
pack up and move out of my own house?
I like that shot, Sam, by the way, I like how you introduce Dean in that shot in the mirror, him coming into focus in the mirror. That's nice.
Yeah, he's certainly been waiting for her to come home, and he's now ready for her to leave.
There's something nice coming up here, by the way, too, I want to speak of in advance. When we talk through the scene, and I love this shot too. That's a nice one. You got a real eye, man, for never having done this before. You really crushed it. You did a great job. You got a great eye, period, whether you've done it before or not. But there's a nice moment coming up when Jesse and Marie first meet, and I pictured them when you talked me through it, and when I read the script, I pictured them being face to face. But you played them at opposite ends of the hall, and I remember you telling me that on the tech scout, and I remember thinking, I didn't say anything because I didn't want to kibitz too much, but I remember thinking, I don't know if that sounds right. And the way it plays is perfect, much better than what I had in mind, them being at opposite ends of the hall.
Mm-hmm. And that shot, keeping close focus on Jesse and just letting them break up a little bit in the background.
Yeah, very nice.
I couldn't believe it when we were first breaking this story that they'd never been together, that Marie and Jesse, they're such huge parts of our show, and their paths had never crossed.
And Aaron, you love. I mean, who doesn't love Betsy? I've spent plenty of time.
Betsy's awesome.
Never got to work with her before.
No, yeah, and same with Junior over there.
Yeah, we still haven't worked.
Yeah. Never.
Wait a
will.
minute, is that? Oh man,
We had so many scenes with the two of them together.
God, really?
yeah, that we never actually got to write
Oh
her. Yeah.
man, that was so
What? I want to
great.
hear about these.
Yeah, usually
I
one of
think
you was
he's the
covered in
he's
blood.
The only major.
The two sons.
Yeah,
You're right.
we did. We
never-
talked about every season there was some version of that.
Really, like how would they meet? Just just like a random scene because he doesn't know
Well,
Jesse Pinkman.
That's
is.
right. Yeah, you're
Like
right.
a random scene at like the Quickie Mart or something.
No, or sometimes you'd come over looking for Walt, and it would just be Junior would be there. Was
Oh
the
wow!
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Wow.
And Diane, we used a real Hello Kitty ring there, right?
Yeah, we actually cleared the ringtone that goes with that phone, and we used it in this episode and the next or the previous episode.
Yeah, Hello Kitty people were very nice to us to let us do that.
Yeah.
Now, this presents an interesting thing because we're out there. This is at the hotel, the Hard
Yeah.
Rock Hotel, the pool area, and that fountain was going, and
Yeah.
yet we didn't loop any of this.
We did some. We did Junior side.
Yeah, I think you did some,
I
right?
did.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did my side.
I think it was depending on which one of you the camera was facing when the fountain was on. You know, like because I
Yeah,
think when
that's right.
when the camera was the other way, they turned the
turned it
fountain
off.
off, and we were able to use a lot of that clean dialogue that was recorded on that
Well, wait a
side.
minute though. There's the fountain.
There's the
So-
fountain with
And you
me.
didn't loop Bryan?
No,
No.
Interesting.
I did not.
We talked a lot about this after once we text scattered it. We knew it
Yeah.
was going to be
Yeah.
an issue, but we kind of went for it. We talked
Yeah.
about the horsehair.
Horsehair, that's
underneath.
right.
Yeah, and we didn't.
Yeah,
ended up
talk
not
about
doing
that. The horsehair. That blew me away when you.
I mean, ultimately, I actually think
We didn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Horsehair.
They were talking about putting basically like a trough of horsehair underneath where the water's hitting from the fountain to kind of absorb the sound a little bit.
But the horses didn't like it.
Well, the problem is we would have seen it in this side, right? So we could only really use it when we weren't looking towards that. And then what's the point?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
then we would have had three different,
Right.
already we were wrestling with the fountain being on versus the fountain being off.
I have like 4 shirts on right there too. So.
Was it cold in there?
Was it cold?
No, it was wickedly hot.
Oh.
That's why.
It's like a greenhouse kind of feeling in there. Yeah.
And then we talked about putting a live horse in there, painting it green so that it could be digitally released.
We spare no expense.
Then it sounded a little too complex, so we didn't do it.
But we did have a lot of discussions about the
Yeah.
sound on this. This
Yeah.
was one of those we didn't really sure what we were going to get.
And then we just said, go for it. And if we have to
Yeah.
loop it, we'll loop it. And
Do you actors, you guys, you three guys in the room, do you hate looping? Does it not? Do you not care one way or the other? I would hate it. I would think because I'd be like, man, I busted my ass getting the lines right in the first place. Now I got to do them again.
I don't really mind it. I mean, there's some scenes sometimes it's just so hard to do for me sometimes, but normally it's pretty easy. But then you just run into one problematic scene, and it's just
Well, you hate to have to do a heavily emotional scene looped because you can never match it in
never.
That you did in production. But when I was first starting out, I used to always sabotage a scene with the buzz. I used to like that. And I used to make noises like that because when you're just hired for a day, if you need to loop, you get paid for another day.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow. That's the shot I was talking about.
great.
Are you seriously? So you get the extra payday?
Yeah, you get an extra payday. You needed that when you're
brilliant.
just starting
Note
out.
to self.
Oh my God! Now, did you ever?
I would clear my throat a lot. I would go.
Did you ever have the fear that the directors and producers would say this guy's some kind of weird form of Tourette's or something? We can't work with him.
No, you just throw it out there when you can and just sabotage it just a little bit so you know you'd have to come back and do a day.
Oh my God!
That is a complete different attitude than most actors, I have to say.
For a payday?
Why not?
That's awesome. I love
I've
that.
never heard that story. That's a great story. That's great. All you guys are great. Steve Quezada is great in this scene.
Yeah, look at him just staring down
Yeah.
like, you dirtbag.
And there's worlds colliding there.
yeah.
Yeah, look at
I
him.
love that she did the
DA
DA
The
mug.
DA mug,
Yeah.
And there's that photo we spent a lot of time on with Skylar on Walt's lap.
I love
Santa.
Dutch. That's
Why'd
great.
you pick up Dutch, Aaron?
It's actually someone told me to pick up Dutch. I don't know. It must have been.
Sam came out of his trailer for them.
No. That was actually in the actual. I'm sorry. What's the name of the people whose house this is?
Fred and June.
Fred and June. This is in their real bookshelf, and I thought it was fun. It seemed like something Hank would read, the biography of Ronald Reagan, and we asked because we have to get it cleared, and we called, and the guy said, we said it was for Breaking Bad, and he says, "Oh, please show it as much as you can." He's a fan.
I've got that biography myself. I haven't read it yet, but I'm looking forward to reading it. You know what's funny too is there was, and hey, tell this story, Diane, about the other thing that was in the bookshelf.
Some seasons 1 through 4 DVDs of Breaking Bad. They were on the shelf right over there.
Yeah.
And so we kind of had to go in and black those out.
Digitally.
Mad Men.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Didn't I say something on that day? I'm like, look there's the DVDs here. Oh no, we can't see them. I don't know.
If only we had listened.
Everybody thinks you can't see them, but in high def you can see everything.
I think it was after we already shot it all.
Blu-ray. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know really what the format's going to be.
I just noticed some Stephen King up in there. That's cool.
That's a nice plant.
Yeah, Stephen King, God bless him. He's been very, very good to us.
He really has.
I thought that was Dean kissing up for his...
Yeah.
For Under the Dome.
Job.
Yeah. I love this shot. This is a great shot, Sam. I love the perfect timing on the rack. And then this. Why did that square come up? Was it just luck?
Centering.
It does that automatically.
Focusing?
Yeah, the camera reads a face.
Subjects.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think this is some of Stephen's finest acting here. And he's done a lot of great stuff. I love this moment here.
Mm-hmm.
He's struggling.
Yeah. This is a lot of heavy, heavy news to digest. It doesn't mean it's not as big a deal. It couldn't be as big a deal for him as for Hank. He's not his brother-in-law, but this is a big deal. Walter White's a good guy and a good friend. This is terrible.
I know, it's awful. Hank's got to be wrong.
Yeah.
And they're also doing this outside of the DEA's knowledge, which is problematic.
Yeah.
Sharp killing. Where do we start?
I love, and Hank's got purple on like Marie there.
That can't be a mistake, can it?
No. There's no mistakes with our wonderful wardrobe department. There's always.
Chance to explain myself.
Oh man, you know what we forgot to mention?
The thing in 515 with
Yeah. We've already done 515. You know, I'm going to give a little shout out to 515 that we didn't do. If you look very closely, Aaron, or rather Jesse's character, Jesse's character is wearing the same shirt that Todd was wearing when he shot the little boy in the train episode in season 5A. And Jennifer Bryan, our amazing costume designer, that was her idea, hers alone. Brilliant idea because Jesse needed new clothes. So her thinking was Todd gives him new clothes, and he gives him the shirt that he was wearing when he shot the kid.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I wish I had.
And you know,
to say
Todd
that.
probably did that on purpose.
Yeah, it's like,
know.
But here's a weird thing. Here's where it gets really deep, because I don't think Todd is sadistic. I think he's got a screw loose. I think he is, a sociopath, but I don't think he's necessarily sadistic. So it's like, why did he do that then?
Yeah.
Just a sociopath, that's all.
Yeah, that's it.
With a screw
A little bit.
You can be a sociopath without sadism involved. You could just not understand other human beings' feelings.
Yeah. That's what I agree with that.
Yeah. This is a great scene. I love Sam. I love how you did. And all you guys are great. Aaron, you're great in this scene.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah,
all you guys.
We tried a bunch of different ways to block this scene. We initially tried it, I think, like sitting down and then standing up and walking around the room, and then we
just gave up and sat down.
Then we just gave up and sat down. But we were like, all right, let's just go with that. But then we're like, you know what? Let's just try one where it's really mainly just sitting, and it just felt. I don't know. It just felt better.
Lazy?
Yeah. I was tired. I didn't want to stand up.
Sam was in his trailer.
They didn't want to do that many shots.
His thumb tip was still bothering
My
him.
thumb tip was really irritating.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna stand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit here and rub my thumb tip.
What I love about the scene, just writing wise, is I love that you guys acknowledged what a lot of people think but has never been acknowledged on the show, which is the fact that Walt really does care for Jesse, and that's why he's still around. And I love that you guys actually acknowledge that in this scene.
Well, Hank's the one that really speaks to that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love that it's Hank that says it.
Yeah.
Hank is a smart guy.
Yeah.
Happen. I'm telling you the exact.
And you know, the other thing that doesn't, it's a fun thing to acknowledge explicitly is something about the way we've endeavored to plot out the show. When Jesse says, look, you don't understand, whatever you think is going to happen, the complete total opposite is going to happen.
No, he says the reverse opposite.
The reverse opposite.
The reverse opposite
is what is going to happen.
Reverse opposite means it's exactly what you think is going to happen.
Yeah, exactly what you think is going to happen.
And that's what happens.
They're called Pinkmanisms.
Yeah.
But it is sort of the way the show, that's what we endeavor to do.
Brilliant.
I love the wedding photo.
Oh,
I think the wedding photo.
Can't get enough of that.
It's a great shot through the chair, though.
It is a cool shot. But she's only got herself up there. That was a great touch from the set department. That was not my idea.
God, I remember this day.
Cold.
It was freezing.
Freezing.
We were so cold.
Wasn't everyone walking the background as well?
Yeah,
In that
we
shot?
were when we in between shots. We were putting on these parkas. And gloves, and we're jumping up and down just to stay warm. And then it's like, okay, take them off, and we'd quickly take them off, and we'd get into position. Oh.
Does that make it harder? Because sometimes when I'm standing next to the heater on the set and it's really cold, and then you step away from it, and all your capillaries have opened up, and then you step away and you feel even colder. So it's almost like it doesn't help.
You got to try to see if you can get it out of your core, though. You got to warm up the core, and then that'll last for a while.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's a reason my hands are in my pocket when I'm sitting down there.
Yeah. I had so many thermocaras wrapped around my body.
I think it was
one on your thumb.
How about your thumb?
On my thumb tip. You noticed me holding my. Wait, ready? I wanted to touch my thumb tip.
I think it could have been. It was.
That's a great
just
shot.
barely into double digits. I think it was like 10 or 11 degrees.
Yeah.
It was that cold?
It was freezing.
Holy shit.
It's good acting, man. You can't
I thought
tell.
you guys were just being like, Hollywood crybabies. I thought she was like, it's 58 degrees in there.
No, and all the background artists, too, they couldn't load up on their like T-shirts and things like that. Yeah.
That guy's freaky. That guy freaks me out every time I see him. That's the head of AMC right there.
Here comes the shot where we had to paint out the people.
Oh, yeah, talk about painting out the...
There's a big wide shot here where we decided that, Vince decided that it was too cluttered, and we wanted to be sure that we could see who we're supposed to be looking at. So when we cut to this high and wide shot here, you need to see how far apart they are. So we painted out the people that were walking in between Walt and Jesse so that you could see, where they were in relation to each other. So... any minute now, it's gonna.
There it is. There were people in between our two heroes there.
Yeah, that's great.
Wow.
How many people do you think you painted out?
10,000.
Wow. I wanted to be sure. I wanted to have a sense of, lunchtime.
Three or four, right, Bryan?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I tell you what.
It's a Catlin oversight.
Hey, listen, you guys did all this. This would have taxed any director. Because you only had one day out here, right? You had to get all this in
We
one
had
day.
5. Yeah. We had 5 days. But your point is well taken.
4 days to contemplate and walk the area, and then 1 day to shoot.
Yeah.
What is this weird device Jesse is standing next to here?
Back in the day, there was a thing called a payphone.
I'm hoping years from now people will be watching this long after we're gone, and they'll be like, what is that thing? It's already
Half
that
my
way.
crew had to ask what it was. They didn't know what it was. They're too young to know.
It is a-
And we use it a lot this season, too,
Yeah,
which is
we do.
amazing.
Things are going so fast. There's the Albuquerque Convention Center, as it says.
Jesse really has kind of a beard now. It's really.
See, I decided that.
What's your point?
Yeah,
I'm just noticing the beard. Where did the beard come from? He never had a beard.
That's
Now
true.
it's there.
Actually, you look good with a beard.
Oh,
you
I
you
love
look
you.
good, period. You're a handsome man.
Beautiful, beautiful man, you.
I want to point out one thing here coming up with the bells.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was you can hear the bells here. We decided to make it a 12 noon type of showdown. And so
Right.
the bells was something that came up in spotting. This is the beauty of this, the way we do things. It's a free thought in spotting sometimes.
Yeah,
and
that's
bells
right.
just kind of came up as, would you want to hear something in the background? What should it be, traffic? And bells came out, and everybody just went, oh, let's do church bells as this kind of showdown at noon.
High noon.
High noon. And it played as this great element that came out of the music, which was really cool.
That was nice.
Yeah.
That was
And
a
this
nice
is
touch.
another thing where Eric, in the mix, they moved it from one side to the other because we were playing them farther away on the Walt side of it and then closer to us when we cut to Jesse's side. So it's the same bells and you're hearing them from the different sides of
From
the
different
plaza.
sides, literally from left
Yeah.
to right.
Yeah.
Which, again, if you possibly can, watch it. If it's not on your own system, go find a friend who's put a lot of money into their home sound system. Because hearing the perspective, literally the sound jumping from one side to the other, to behind you, to in front of you.
It's confusing, isn't it?
It's great. It's wonderful. I love this shot you end with, Sam. I when you explained it to me again, I was like, I don't know if I get it. And then I saw it. It's like, it's great how you come up over Walt and onto the roof, kind of use the roof edge as a wiping device. You're like, you got a real future here with the directing, man.
I don't know what he's talking about. He's just, why is it getting off my face? It's an obvious mistake.
That's good.
Yeah.
Great
Nicely done.
episode.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo,
More bells.
bravo.
There they are.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Dave
Love
does
the
that all the
bells.
time. He takes one sound element and then incorporates it into the theme. And
Yeah.
this week it
Yeah.
happened to be bells. So it's really pretty
And then
cool how he
uses
does
it
it.
over and over.
You gonna direct some more, Sam?
It's pretty hard to duplicate this experience with just knowing everyone on the crew. It was a great first time
Great way
experience.
to be introduced to it.
Oh my God, it was so
You did a great job.
optimal.
Great job.
Thanks,
Great
guys.
job,
Great
everybody.
job. Great job.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.